We're here with Federal Greens leader, the Doctor, Richard Di Natale. How's it going, Doctor?
Really well, yeah. No, it's great to be here. It's a great day, the Community Cup.
Have you been out to the Community Cup before?
Oh, look, a few years ago I dropped in for a quarter, but I haven't actually had a proper come and spend the day here, and it's just terrific, you know. Bringing together all my loves, footy, music, community radio. What could be better than that?
It's all the good stuff. It's all the really Melbourne stuff, I reckon.
Oh, exactly. It's Melbourne, in a nutshell. And for RecLink, which is an amazing cause, it's something that we've supported for a long time. The work that RecLink do with people living on the margins is really important. I've just seen some people whose lives have been transformed through the programs that RecLink offer. So we want to do everything we can to support them.
That's great. So you have never been down here for a full game before, but
No.
It looks like you've jumped on board the megahertz.
I've jumped on board the megahertz, and they tell me I'm going to be putting the boots on for the last quarter. So I'm going to go and sit in the goal square and try and get a sausage roll at some point.
That sounds good. You reckon you might be able to kick? You're going to have to kick a few goals to bring them back into the game.
Yeah, it's not looking good at the moment, is it? There are a few goals there, mind you. It's 2 or 3 goals. Quick ball movement, and you never know.
That's right. You're a footy fan, are you?
Yeah, I'm a footy tragic actually. I played a lot of footy growing up, and I'm a mad Richmond supporter. So yeah, I'm a bit of a footy tragic.
Yeah, mad's the only kind of Richmond supporter.
Mad and constantly disappointed.
You're supporting the community radio team today. What do you think about their plight at the moment? Also, community TV.
Well, community radio and TV are so critical. The Greens have always been very strong supporters of community radio and community TV, particularly in an era when there's so much control over the information that people get through just a couple of dominant voices in the media. So we're very, very supportive of increasing the diversity in the community broadcasting space. Scott Ludlam, our spokesperson, has done a mountain of work on it, and we are absolutely committed to providing more investment, more funding for community radio and community TV.
So this is the footage of this is going out on election day. If you guys get in, maybe form government, say the Greens. Do you think the Greens are any chance of forming government?
Oh well, we could make some real inroads in some lower house seats, and if people are watching this on election day and they haven't voted, I'd just say to them, vote Green and you've got a chance of shaping the direction of the next parliament. If it's a close election, we could be in balance of power, and that really does give you some leverage to get some good things done.
I'm not talking balance of power, I'm talking just forming your own government. What do you need? How many seats do you need to claim?
I think that's probably a couple of elections away.
All right.
It's a couple of elections away. I mean, look, nothing would make us happier than seeing more Greens in the parliament and being in a position where we could form government. I don't think those days are too far away, by the way. I think you're seeing more and more interest in the Greens because I think people are just fed up with the old parties. They just feel like they're not listening to them, they're not taking on the issues that they know are important. So, I'm confident that it might not be me, but it won't be too far away before we are in a position to help form government.
And maybe one last thing, Richard Di Natale, get back to your own bed.
Sammy J, you've got a lot to answer for.
Yeah, that's going to make no sense to some people. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Before we let you go, can we get a tip? I know you're a bit under the pump at the moment, about 3 or 4 goals down.
I reckon the megahertz will turn it around.
And when you kick a goal, can you give us a wink?
What's the something a bit more flamboyant than that? Surely.
Yeah, all right. Somehow you got some big C31 signal.
All right, there you go. You got it.
Maybe jumper over the head.
I'll give the big C.
Yeah, give us the big C.
Okay. Good on you.
Thank you so much for chatting.
Cheers.